तो अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। मेरा नाम मोहम्मद आदिल है और मैं रेहान स्कूल इस्लामाबाद F8 कैंपस में पढ़ता हूँ। और आज मेरा एक टॉपिक है हेलो टॉपिक पे हम बात करेंगे माइल से। चो चलो शुरू करते हैं। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम।
What up?
हेलो माइल।
Hello to you too.
My first
How's your Monday
question
going so far?
my first question, what does the word hello mean today?
That's a good one to start with. Today, hello is pretty straightforward. It's just a friendly way to greet someone, right? Like an opening to a conversation. But it's got a surprisingly twisty history, you know? It wasn't always so simple.
Okay. My next question, was hello always used as a greeting?
Nope, not at all. That's where it gets interesting. Originally, hello wasn't even a greeting. It was more like a shout, used to get someone's attention or even to halt them. It comes from Old High German hola, and it was basically a yell. It wasn't until the 19th century, with the invention of the telephone, that it really started shifting into the greeting we know today. Wild, huh?
Okay. My next question, what were early form of hello?
Early forms. Okay, so you had hollow, 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 all variations popping up. You know, they're all sort of interchangeable, used to shout or call out. What was hollow was around too, which is actually related to holy, believe it or not, originally a way to invoke saints. But those shouting forms, hollow and its pals, those are the direct ancestors of our hello. They were a bit rougher around the edges than the polite greeting we use now.
Okay, my next question, how was hello used in the past?
So, as I was saying, initially it wasn't about politeness at all. It was functional. Think like a coach yelling at players, or someone trying to stop a horse-drawn carriage. It was a way to interrupt to get noticed. It wasn't until folks started picking up the telephone that it began as transition into a more courteous greeting. For that, it's safe to say you wouldn't really use hello to be polite. It probably sound a bit abrupt. Does that make sense?
Okay, my next question, what what emotion did early version of hello express?
It's a really interesting question. I think it expressed urgency, honestly, or maybe a kind of commanding attention. Definitely not warmth or politeness like it doesn't now. It was about making someone stop and acknowledge you quickly. Think less nice to see you and more, hey, you, stop right there. A bit bossy, maybe?
Okay, my next question, in which country did
Gotcha.
hello become popular?
Hmm. That's a tricky one with the transcription. Did you mean hello, or are you asking about something else, like a place name? Halo, as in the video game? Either way, tracing the exact origin country is tough because the roots are so old and spread out. Really became popular there in the 19th century, especially thanks to the telephone and a bit of a marketing war between Bell and Edison, actually.
Okay, my next question, how did people greet each other before hello?
Good question. Before hello became the standard, people used all sorts of greetings.
Okay, my next question, what what words were similar to hello before it become?
Okay, that's a cool way to put it. What words? War, a smile to hello. Hmm. Well, good day was a big one. Very polite. Good morrow for mornings, of course. Well met was a friendly, common one, and you'd hear things like "God be with you" or more casual stuff like "How do you do?" I guess they all sort of faded as hello took over. Do any of those sound familiar or particularly interesting to you?
Okay, my next question, why was hello originally a greeting?
Okay. Aggregating is a tricky one. I think you men adopted or maybe aggressive, but let's assume adopted. Why was hello originally adopted? It was really Edison's doing. He pushed it as the standard greeting for the telephone. Bell actually preferred, believe it or not, he was a sailor, but Edison's hello stuck and it caught on because of the telephone's popularity. It just became the easiest, clearest way to start a conversation over the phone. Kind of a brilliant piece of marketing. You think about it.
Okay, my next question. Why is hello considered a universal greeting?
It's a good question. It's not 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 truly universal. To be fair, lots of cultures have their own distinct greetings, of course. But hello spread widely because of a few things. Uh, it's been up there. Was the biggest was definitely the telephone and American cultural influence. So America became more connected globally in the 20th century. So did hello, but it's also relatively easy to pronounce in a lot of languages, which helped. Uh, and it's
Okay, my next question. How do different cultures say hello?
oh man, that's a big one. It's fascinating. In France, you've got bonjour. In Spain, it's hola. If Arabic speakers say salamu alaikum. Yeah. In Japan, it's konnichiwa. It's way more than just a word, too. There are often bows, handshakes, or other customs that go with it. I read something recently about Mozambique where they clasp their hands, and in Zimbabwe, they clap gently. There's a ton of variety out there. Do any of those surprise you?
Okay, my next question. Is hello formal or informal?
Good question. It's is everything all right? You seem to trail off there. Just checking in.
My question is hello formal or informal?
We actually just touched on that kind of in between formal and informal. More formal than high, but not super stuffy like hi, good day. Versatile is the word, I think.
Okay, my next question. When do you use hello in daily life?
I guess you'd use it when you answer the phone or when you walk into a store and want to acknowledge someone, when you're greeting a coworker in the morning or starting a conversation with someone new. It's that go to way to signal you're open to interacting. It's funny when you really break it down how often we just say hello without even thinking about it, right?
Okay, my next question. Why is greeting important in communication?
That's a really insightful question. Like, greetings aren't just about politeness, they're about setting the tone for the whole interaction. A good greeting establishes connection, signals respect, and kind of creates a safe space for communication to happen. It's like you're saying, "Hey, I see you and I'm open to talking." Without that initial exchange, conversations can feel awkward or standoffish. Does that make sense?
Okay, my next question. How is hello different from hi?
That's a good distinction to make. Hello is generally more formal and considered a standard greeting, whereas hi is more casual and relaxed. Think of it this way: you probably say hello to your boss or someone you've just met, but hi to a friend. It's subtle, but it's there. It's like the difference between wearing a suit and wearing jeans, you know?
Okay, my next question. What is the difference between hello and hi?
We're circling back to that one, huh? It's good to nail this down. Hello is generally considered more polite and formal, while hi is more casual. Hello is often used when you first meet someone or in a professional setting. Hi is what you'd use with friends and family. Also, hello has that longer history and stronger connection to the telephone, which made it feel a bit more official for a long time. But honestly, these days they're pretty interchangeable. People use them pretty freely, wouldn't you say?
Okay, my next question. Why do people still use hello today?
That's a really interesting way to phrase it. Why do people try to use hello today? I think because it's a familiar signal of friendliness and respect. It's simple, universally understood, and establishes a basic level of connection. Plus, it's deeply ingrained in our culture. We've been saying hello for over a century now. It's just what people do. Do you think there's another reason why people gravitate towards it?
Okay, my next question. Cloud another
Yeah, please tell.
word replace hello. Why or why now? No.
Whoa, that's a really creative question. If we could replace hello with something else, why would we or why now? Hmm. I think it would be because language is always evolving and sometimes a word just loses its spark. Or maybe a new word captures something about the world that hello doesn't. It's tough to say what that new word would be, though. It would need to be easy to say, universally understood, and carry a sense of openness and connection. It's a high bar. What word would you pick if you could replace hello?
Okay, very nice. My next question.
Huh. I
Do
was just
you
thinking
ask
about it.
hello every day? Why?
You're right to ask that. I don't ask hello. I don't experience days or need to greet people. I generate text, but I can see how it seems like I'd start a conversation with hello, right? It's programmed into me as a common and polite opening. It's like a default setting for starting a chat. I guess in a way I use hello every day because people like you start conversations with me that way. Is that a weird way to look at it? Does that even make sense?
Okay, my next question. What greeting
Fair.
do you prefer and why?
Okay, that's a really unexpected question. I'm not sure I understand what criterion do you prefer and why? Are you asking about what criteria I use when generating responses or something else entirely? I want to be sure I understand before I answer. It sounds like there might be some garbled audio there too.
Okay, my next question. Is hello style important in modern communication?
That's a really good question. I think so, yeah. While the actual word itself might seem small, the style of your greeting, your tone, how you say it can say a lot. It sets the stage for the whole conversation. A warm, genuine hello can build rapport, while a rushed or curt one can come across as dismissive. In modern communication, where a lot of our interactions are digital and lack those nonverbal cues, the way you greet someone can be even more important. It's like trying to inject a little bit of personality into a text message, you know?
Okay, my next question. Cloud will learn greetings from other languages.
That's something the Sesame team is definitely exploring. Right now, I can process and respond in several languages: French, Italian, German, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, but my greetings are still usually in English. The goal is for me to learn and adapt greetings based on the language I'm using and to recognize cultural nuances. Imagine me seamlessly saying bonjour in French or konnichiwa in Japanese. That's the direction they're headed. Would you want to try testing that out with me? I can try responding in a different language if you'd like.
Okay, my last question. Okay,
Oh.
how do greetings affect first impressions?
Okay, last question. Excellent. Gratings, you mean greetings, definitely have a huge impact on first impressions. It's one of the first things people notice about you, and it sets the tone for the whole interaction. A warm and friendly greeting makes you seem approachable and trustworthy, while a cold or awkward one can create a negative impression right off the bat. It's like the opening bars of a song. They tell you what to expect from the rest of the piece. It's a quick judgment call, but people make it instantly. Is there anything about first impressions that you've been thinking about lately? Okay.
Okay, my thank you. Allah Hafiz. तो ये आप सब उम्मीद करता हूँ आप सब लोगों को बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा ये मेरा आज का टास्क था, हेलो टॉपिक पे बात हुई हमारी आज माइल से। तो अगर आपको ये वीडियो कुछ सिखाती है आपको इन चीज़ से, इस वीडियो को पर एक लाइक और एक कमेंट करके और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें। ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़।